Hey guys, and happy Wednesday. Welcome back and thank you for watching. Guys, we're back to talk about Vicki Gunvalson as she's sharing new details of her 2-year-long cancer battle and why she kept it a secret. Plus, she's sharing an update with her ex-fiance, Steve Lodge. Now, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Also, I want to wish everybody a happy holiday week because I know everybody has plans for the most part. If you do, stay safe, make some memories. And if you're doing something really fun, I didn't even think about this in my last video, but if you're doing something really fun or even watching Up and Atom, hashtag or even DM me and add it to your story on Instagram at Up and Atom Live, add it to your story and tag me and I will add it on mine. I just thought about that. I think that's an amazing way to kind of keep in touch with you guys over the holidays because I will be at Thanksgiving with my family and it'll be interesting. All right, well, with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Atom.
All right, guys, so it looks like Vicki Gunvalson is speaking out about a cancer diagnosis that she was faced with almost 2 years ago. Now, after sharing the unexpected news last week that Vicki Gunvalson, well, she went into detail about her uterine cancer, confirming that she did have a hysterectomy and it was successful, and she turned over a new leaf following the turmoil with her now ex-fiance, Steve Lodge. Now, when she shared this with us, it makes me actually feel really bad for her because I know that we know about Brooks, and Brooks Ayers had this whole cancer scam on the Real Housewives of Orange County. Now, Megan King Edmonds, Heather Dubrow, Shannon Bedore, they all really collectively got together and helped debunk all of this that was going on behind the scenes. But when Vicki found out that it was a scam, at least from what we know, she decided to cut Brooks off. Now, I feel like because of that whole cancer scam, when Vicki got cancer, came down with it, this is probably one of the reasons she didn't share it with us. She probably thought in her mind, okay, they're going to rip me apart and say ridiculous things, because on social media, sometimes you do see nasty things like, oh, well, you lied about it, so now karma, or something like that, which isn't always totally fair. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't wish cancer on my worst enemy. I know I've said that multiple times, but I really wouldn't. So that's where I stand. But as for Vicki, she said, I was diagnosed with uterine cancer almost 2 years ago. Due to the diagnosis, I had to undergo a non-elective full hysterectomy. I was fortunate to catch it early, and thanks to always adhering to my annual exam schedule. She's pretty much saying because she gets checkups, she was able to find out that she had uterine cancer. And thank God, because we still need our OG of the OC, whether or not she's on TV. That's irrelevant. Now, as Real Housewives of Orange County fans might know, Vicki shared her cancer news alongside former Real Housewives of Orange County cast member Tamra Judge on Jeff Lewis's radio show last week. At the time, Vicki blurted out that she had cancer and just got her whole uterus taken out, as she defended herself against the cancer scandal that she was involved with Brooks, well, just a couple of years ago. That really was shitty. And then I don't know if you guys have watched back, but if you do actually go back and watch the clips of Brooks, he's like, you know what's worse than lying about cancer? Because that takes a special kind of terrible human being to lie about cancer, but someone who is perpetuating that someone else is lying about cancer. It's like, that didn't age well, you fool, because you came out and she admitted that you were lying. So that doesn't look good. I mean, unless you have something else to say, which we would love to have you say it, I don't know about that. Okay, sorry. Well, Vicki added, while I had lived my life in the public eye for over 15 years, at this point in my life, I've decided to keep this particular health diagnosis private. I also wasn't looking for sympathy by revealing this, but most importantly, I encourage women to get their annual pap smears. As I had no symptoms whatsoever, if I didn't, most likely this would have been much more serious. Again, we don't want to wish that on anyone. So I'm happy that she got control over it. And I think it's important that she's spreading this message like, hey, listen, if you guys haven't gotten checkups, make sure you get checkups because they're important. Vicki said that she was fortunate not only to have caught the cancer when she did, but also for the fact that she had undergone such a successful procedure afterwards. She said, I am fine now. The lesson here is to always to make sure that you pay attention to your body, go to your annual doctor's appointments, and take care of your health. After going public with the diagnosis, Vicki hopes she can move forward as she looks to life without her former partner, Steve Lodge. Now, that's been a lot of turmoil. Steve was claiming, she doesn't accept no for an answer. I tried to leave. She wouldn't let me leave. Vicki's over here claiming that he's out here with every girl on the block and Real Housewives of Orange County, like in their vicinity. So Orange County, period. And he's making out with them at different restaurants and bringing a girl in her bed in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. This whole split was just nasty. Now, Steve, who was the one who said he split from Vicki months ago, well, he's claiming that they broke up in 2020. He said, everyone in the world is asking me to give a statement on Steve. As it's become public knowledge that we broke up, people are looking for me to bash him, elaborate on things that went wrong, and basically do a tell-all. However, I'm not going to do that. Steve and I have mutually agreed to keep things peaceful and go our separate ways with dignity and respect for one another. I am hopeful that one day Steve and I can move forward simply as friends, even though our relationship did not end up working out. We had an incredible relationship and I enjoyed our time together with no regrets. We also know that Vicki Gunvalson was featured on about 13 seasons of The Real Housewives of Orange County until season 14 when she became a friend of the show, then had her major meltdown at the reunion, which eventually led her to being kicked off the show. Now, for Vicki Gunvalson sharing this cancer battle, I have to praise her only because I think it takes a strong person to be able to share something like this. This is a big diagnosis, and sometimes we get housewives on the shows who they come on and yeah, they're great, but sometimes their storylines are like, I cheated or got cheated on, or, I'm having sobriety issues, which all of these different issues are important. But this is something that actually brings cause. Women need to know. My mom's always preaching it too. Go get your checkups. Men need to get their checkups. So this is something that she wouldn't have caught because there were no symptoms had she have not and got, went and got her pap smear, her checkup. And now she's saying, listen, you all need to do it. I agree with her. And I thank Vicki for being so brave to share that message, even though I didn't always love Vicki on the show. One has nothing to do with the other. And I think we can be adult enough to separate the two. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, comment below. What are your thoughts about Vicki and this cancer battle? What are your thoughts about her very respectful words when it comes to Steve Lodge? And how do you feel about Vicki no longer being on the show? Are you wanting her to come back? At one point, she thought she was coming back. So I think it's only fair to ask you guys. All right. Well, with that, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.